be? Everywhere. In Canada. In Ottawa. In Toronto. Everywhere. Even here. People power. Our power. Yeah, thank you so much, comrades. I'm very happy to be here this afternoon. Mr. President and the other leaders that we came with, we're very happy to find you here and to find the fire burning. I want to appreciate you, comrades, and I'm going to request the team from Kampala. They only ask from Kampala to clap for you guys because you guys are doing a great job. Yeah. We are the ones clapping for you because you guys have been doing great. Chairman Bobi Mani Alazewa, right here. I've always seen this gentleman. I did not know he was full of vibe and energy. And of course, these wonderful leaders. It's interesting that Canada is under the leadership of women. The Canada chapter overall is under the leadership of women, and I think they have made us very well. Now, while I'm happy to be here, I also want to say that I'm very sad. Looking at you people made me very, very, very sad. And well, after looking at you and I got sad, I even became sadder when I saw the profiles of the leaders that you have. I saw people with bachelors in engineering. I saw you have a bachelor.
I have masters in aerospace engineering.
Aerospace engineering. I saw people with masters in public administration. I saw people with, the people who should be at home building our country are here in Canada. So I felt very sad that the people who should be back home building our country, building this Canada that we enjoy, that all of us are happy to be in, it did not come out of a miracle. It took the sacrifice of those who came before us. There is a generation that was here which decided to make Canada what it is today. They are long gone, but it is us and the people who are here present who are enjoying this country. That is what should be happening in our country. But we wake up every day to a scandal. After one scandal, another one comes in. This week you hear they have stolen 28 billion, and before that scandal goes down, you hear that someone has stolen 400. Before that goes down, you hear that now someone has taken money for a hospital. Before that, the railways, our law here before then was head of Kosase, and you remember all the lot in almost every institution. They are now telling us that every year there is a budget of 4.1 billion to deal with the landfill at Chitezi, and they don't know where that money has been going. Probably because someone out there has been looking at it as a side hustle for themselves. Omani mwamelaneka side hustle ko ogamba nti nino mulimu naye ningaleka business. Kati nono kirabika yalina ka business ke agamba zino billion nya zange. And nobody would ever know about it if this did not happen, because it has been going on and on and on. So, like somebody said, we are not here to lament, to talk about the problems that we've gone through, but I want to encourage all of us to do whatever we can. Look at yourselves, very young people, at your prime when you should be helping your country. I was very happy to see that even amongst the leaders here, you have people from Ankole, people from Bunyoro, people from Toro, people from Buganda, all over the country. All parts of the country are represented. That is someone's drone which has got a problem. So let's see. That was a tribute tight, But comrades, for me that tells me that we have a crisis in our country. It's a crisis, it's a real crisis. I mean, look at yourselves. People who should be fixing our country. We have what are they called octogenarians? What are they called? Exactly that. Those are the people who are ruling over our country, who are out of touch with the reality, who are really stuck in the 19th century. You saw the committee on AI, on artificial intelligence, and the youngest person I think was 60 or 70. And Tetubawa now Bakadina, they contributed when they did. And the young people with new ideas should be getting an opportunity to contribute, to be able to contribute to the development of our country. So I won't tell you that I'm going to leave Ottawa very excited. I am very, very, very sad looking at the brains that we lose as a country to Canada. And this is a situation everywhere you go. You go to Dubai, it is the same thing. You go to South Africa, it is the same thing. You go to every place. And each one of you has a story. You're here either because of the economic situation or the political situation. Those two are the main reasons. People were either being abducted and tortured and fearing for their lives, so they had to run out of the country and come for safety. Others, the economy does not work. Many of you here, like you live back home, people have degrees, but they're riding border borders. You find a person has a degree, a very good degree at that, but they are running the chapati business on the streets in one area, in Cambodia, and that kind of thing. Because the country does not give opportunities. The few opportunities which are there are given on the basis of who knows you. So that is a crisis that we have in our country. I want to appreciate you for the work that you've been doing. We have been seeing the protests. The other day we saw your ambassador dancing Dombolo on the streets. Thank you so much for raising the pressure. Thank you for the protests. Thank you for everything you've been doing. Please know we appreciate. Please know we are always looking at everything that you do. But I want to encourage you not to give up. Every action you take, please know that it contributes to the struggle for freedom and democracy back home. We all look forward to a day when all of us are going to return home. I want to encourage you. I had something in rumors, and it did not come from your leaders, but from some of you people who are saying, "Anze njagala kifananyi, empapula zange ziyite mbuke." Katika ambasabe, newe empapula zonga ziyise musigala mu struggle. Ntegera bannange. Ebifaananyi tugenda bibawa, tugenda kukola ki, tubasabira empapula ziyitemu, naye bwe zimala oyitamu bannange musigale mu struggle. Bwe bakuyita mu protest togamba nti nze kyange kyaggwa dda. Nedda. People power. Our power. NUP. And everywhere. Mr. President, one of the things that has excited me here is to see that these good people are still in touch with Uganda, literally, in every sense. I see the cultural dances, I see the Ugandan excitement. You are still villagers like us who have just come from Uganda. Don't lose that connectedness. Don't become too Muzungu and forget where you come from. I want to appreciate firstly our Canada leaders, our Canada chapter leaders, Mulungu, Nakato, Doreen, Combs, Chobs, and Kare, Chobsy, you know, the Combs, and your entire team, Mulangira, Mr. Magala, the rest of everybody. I might not see you here. We appreciate you. And there's something unique about your leadership here. You have transcended certain things. I see you have balanced the gender question. There is enough women on the leadership. That's an important thing. Beginning with your top leader. You have balanced the tribal thing. That's very important. Because we are Ugandans. We are not a particular tribe, yeah? So when I see Obomshijogu, Bam Shabaha, I see the Baganda, please bring on board others. Yeah, I want to see a complete mix. The north, the west, the east, the central. because we got a country to keep together. So that for me has excited me, that you have got that good blend. It helps. It helps. There's many things we're fighting with back in Uganda. There are people who would say, now you Nyakore, what do you want with those Chagurans? Those are Uganda things. As if it is only Uganda who are suffering in Uganda that are interested in change. We have been to every part of the country. We've been watching the countrywide tours. Every place we go to, they are hungry for change. We went to Western Uganda. Those people were quarreling with us. We're saying, you people, you think we even get an allowance for being Banyakore? You look at our roads, look at our schools, look at our health centers. The rest of the country thinks we are okay. And that's not the reality. So it's important that we keep our country together. I did hear Mr. Jones talking about malls. Firstly, I want you to know that what you are about is very legal. Even more here in Canada. Because in Uganda, there are certain things that are pretty much outlawed. When we go out and protest, police and the military will come after us. For you, when you go and protest, just one joker called a chain who comes and tries to counter protest, and then you chase her away. You continue to do your thing. So the malls, I don't know what exactly they are spying about. Because we are public about what we are doing. We are working for change of leadership in Uganda. That's not a secret. So if there is any mall, you can take that to the bank or to whoever sent you. That's what we are working towards. And so the question of malls, in my view, should not arise. Yeah, sometimes there will be some bad elements. Those are easy to identify. But I'm hoping that we also don't become very suspicious of each other. That can be a problem. Sometimes there can be rumors that will go around. This person here is a mall, and before you know it, that person has been distanced from the rest of the team. It is deliberate when they do that sometimes. They say to try and divide us. So while yes, there can be bad people planted among us, and I'm saying those are easy to detect and see. Let's be careful not to be very suspicious of each other. Of course, I understand the jobs, the things people have gone through and to eventually come here and all the hassles and so on. So when you see some people behave a particular way, it can be challenging. But my hope is that you people will be united and work as a team. And the energy we get to see here, it feeds off back home in Uganda. So let's be united in that quest. Because the most important thing for us is change back home. All of you are here, I want to believe, not because you just wanted to come to America. You come, Canada. There you are. We just returned from America the other day. Huh? It's the same. In North America, yes, it is. We hear your accents and what. Look, you are not here because you want to. That you come and then you're sitting in shelters and you're going for months without seeing your family physically. You're here because the situation back home just does not work for you. And that's the story of many Ugandans whom we find in the diaspora. You left the country because there's no job. Some of you are being persecuted politically, so you ran away. Some of you came looking for better education, which we don't have back in Uganda. Some of you came looking for better healthcare, because we don't have it in Uganda. So you may have more reason to work for change back in Uganda, because I'm sure you want to return home. East or West, home is best, as they say. So let's be united about that cause. Let's not allow anyone to divide us or to cause us to lose focus. There will be many digressions. Those ones will be there. But how I pray that we remain focused. Back home, there's many things thrown at us, many diversions. But I've said we are going to remain consistent, we are going to remain focused. That's important. Because the diversions will come. As we are running after thieves in our camp, because you see, we say, and our president said very clearly, wrong is wrong regardless of whether it's one of us that participates in wrong. So we said, if you're a thief, even if you are among us, we are going to, number one, tell you about your theft. Number 2, we shall ask you to apologize and make right. If you choose not to, we are going to excommunicate you. Because we cannot be at loggerheads with the regime in power because of theft, among other things, and then we allow it in our camp. No, that we are going to be very stern about. Some of you reach out to us in the diaspora and you say, but now, this issue here, why don't you guys deal with it? It's causing division. Let me tell you, if you are a thief, the farther you can be from us, the better. We are not worried that we are losing a thief, that you see now we are going to be divided, we look like we are fighting. No, there's nothing we are fighting about. There's nothing we are quarreling about. What happened is there is a thief who stole taxpayers' money. We told the thief, come clean about your theft. The thief refused to come clean about their theft. So we told the thief, you take your theft away. And the thief got annoyed. And we don't care. We actually don't care that the thief got annoyed. The thief can go and join fellow thieves and they be there. And you know sometimes when you go after the thieves, they'll try and concoct stories. When I arrived at the airport, the guy called Wisdom Kaya, is he here? He came with his microphone and he was saying, hey, kulika abayanga propaganda. I said, hey, this propaganda of 1.7 billion. I don't know. That's what happens when you choose to do the right thing. They'll throw all manner of things at you. Might sling you. The fellow who was leading that charge said, okay, let me take you to court. Now that you said you have evidence, I want that evidence so that we fight thieves together, yeah? Said, you see, I was just giving my opinion and that kind of thing. So I said, I'll go all the way with this fellow because the thieves are empowering him. So those things will happen. Our president has been called all manner of things. Things that they have called us things. They have called us homosexuals. We are there with our beautiful wives, moreover. They've called us all manner of silly things, yeah? To try and get us off focus. But we have said, no, we shall remain focused. And that's my plea to you here. Remain focused. It's more daunting when you are here in the diaspora. It's more lonely, you're not connected to back home. You hear too many things about yourselves, about back home. But let's remain focused. That's the only way I believe we shall win this battle. We have a lot to fix in our country. You follow and you see what happens in our country and you're thinking, what is going on? Yesterday was reminding us about people dying because rubbish has fallen on them. Can you imagine? You just think about it. You know, in the past there have been mudslides, Bududa, and so a heap of soil, of earth falls on people and they die. Now it is garbage. Ebisaniko, Asasiro. In 2024, just think about it. That's the country we live in. And that's why we must fix this nonsense. We must. One of the things we are thinking about is to encourage and even support the bereaved families and those that have been affected to take legal action. Because somebody has got to be held responsible. In a country like this, where systems work, heads would have rolled, people would have resigned. How does garbage fall on people when killed? And you're in charge. And in our case, as I'm sure you have seen some letters, the leadership of the city was notified that, look, this thing here is developing cracks, it's going to crumble. Now they are waking up when it has happened already. That's the country we must fix. The country where rubbish falls on people and kills them in 2024. So you and I have got a lot of work to do. Let's do that work. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if there is no other entertainment or any other program. I just needed to be sure. I want to appreciate the people that have done entertainment here. You people are amazing. Which is that a cultural group or they are summer like you? Okay, I thought you had hired a cultural group, I don't know what. Maybe they are part of you. Keep doing those things. Ladies and gentlemen. Okay. I thought Dodo was starting to whisper something. Are you? Okay. I think it's time now for us to listen to the man whom Ugandans elected to lead them. And then some fellow recently said, you see, these things are happening. You don't have electricity. Rubbish is falling on you because you elected opposition. Even Museveni knows who Uganda is elected. Mr. President, please address us. People power! Power, power! NUP! And everywhere. Please take your seats, ladies and gentlemen. I recognize that time is running very fast. I salute the comrade leader of opposition. Indeed, Museveni knows that people never voted for him. He says people Maronda Bobi. The people should be telling him what Bobi. Yabanyo, Mama Teresa. I have to salute comrade Chove Mbogo, Ataliwa Mbogo na ila yete nyeni Mbogo, and the entire leadership of the Orawa chapter. Is it Orawa? All along I was reading Orawa until I came here and I was told that when you're out of Uganda, the T becomes R. So now I know that I am Seramu. I salute you, comrades, leaders of this chapter. I salute the overall chapter leader of Canada and all of you comrades, those that hold positions and those that don't. The foot soldiers of this chapter, it's so encouraging. Many of them are looked at as underdogs when we are home. Naked foot soldier, now you know that the undying spirit of fighting for freedom in Uganda everywhere. I salute you, comrades. I salute you, the delegation that we came with from Uganda, the Right Honorable Leader of our opposition platform, the Secretary General, Comrade Zake, the Commissioner of Parliament, the real Commissioner of Parliament. All of you, ladies and gentlemen, members of the People Power Movement and the National Unity Platform, we are honored to be here. It's very encouraging. Unlike Community Secretary General, who was disheartened, and rightly so, by the brain drain. He's here, alaba, ono, masters in chino, ono yasoma chino, ono yasoma chiri, but we cannot be home to benefit our country. Equally, we have so many talents that are here, that are scattered all over the world, that should be benefiting home. Many of you are not home because your mind cannot be accepted home. Uganda tokkirizibwa kubanga otegeera. Weefula ategeera oba osemberedde okutemulwa. I salute you, comrades. But for me, like I said, unlike SDA which is certain, me, I'm very encouraged. I'm encouraged by finding new people here. I'll tell you, friends, project in Canada, I was kuba muziki. Nga bantu bajja okutulaba kukendeza stress because we know you get stressed so much. Mukungana bwe muti because we want to reduce stress. Neka mukungana tusobole okwongerako stress. Musobole okugabana stress naffe. Thank you very much. That's so pathetic of you. We come together to find ways of solving the problem back home. That shows that you left Uganda, but Uganda never left you. Thank you very much. You give so much hope to the people of Uganda. Many people that we speak to, bagamba anze nsala ningende Canada. Sida temuda muna kumpuliza. And that's true because
there are many people, some of them were comrades in the struggle. Others came to us. They were going to Uganda. Some made their way here, but because they were ardent supporters of change back home, we recommended them. Nenga esi wagambe abasinga bafuna empapula todabomulabako. So to see nti mwe muli eno nemuta agitating kubanga mmanyi Uganda yewamu. Thank you very much, comrades. Temugenda kubeera ba Canadians. No, you can get the papers, you can get the passport and all that, but your heart will always be where you will be buried. Because your families are there, your people are there, your soul is planted in Uganda. It's even encouraging to see that most people here are younger people. I salute you for bringing your children, for trying to impact that ideology in the minds of our young people. This is the only way the struggle is going to keep going. I keep telling my friends that one thing that we can't guarantee is that myself or us are the ones that are going to deliver Uganda to the promised land. But one thing that we don't doubt is that we shall get there. We are going to get there. So me, I've convinced myself, if the Almighty grants that I cross together with you to the promised land, so be it. But whether or not I get there or not, I know that I'm not going to give up. I'm not waiting for my happiness and satisfaction when we get there. No, me, I'm getting my happiness and satisfaction every day, all along the way. I'm going to celebrate every day. So that even when they kill me tomorrow, I'll die a satisfied man, and I'll know that many others will keep going. So that's how it's supposed to be. Be happy, get our satisfaction in the fact that we refuse to give up. Because not giving up is victory. You cannot fight with somebody that doesn't give up. You can't. As you can see, we are wearing a 7 out constantly because everything is on our side. Science and biology is on our side. Time is on our side. The law is on our side. Morality and history is on our side. Even the law is on our side. That's why we refuse to give up. But it challenges and encourages that young people, you young people of Uganda are here. It's like we are back in the 60s, where young people, young men and women, were the ones fighting for their country. A few years ago, 10, 15, it was for the elders. Now young people are into the tough, fighting for their country. That's encouraging. And one other encouraging thing is to see that Mungani Kimuli is comfortable as one would want to think. Many of you have not been here for long. But you're into the fight for your country. Thank you for not leaving us alone. About home, the situation continues to be there. You know, if it's talking about in Uganda, you don't even need to talk about what happened a year ago. So we just need to talk about what happened yesterday, a week ago, and that will be annoying enough for you to rise to the occasion, for you to even pick guns and fight against that nonsense. I live in Chadondo East, just 2-3 kilometers from Chitez. And every day I get a notification, oh, nemo family yagundi wafudeyo babiri, oh, nemo family yagundi wafudeyo basatu. I have a neighbor called Haji, atenga bomanyi ba Haji, walaberawo ne embassy, ne walirainawo embassy. My friend Haji lost a family, a wife and 2 children. Baba lise enyumba tena bakolabikako. But this is what happens every day. If it's not a Bududa story, it's going to be a Karamoja story. If it's not a Karamoja story, it's a Kasese story. Now it's coming closer. So many of those that thought about the politics. Politics yabasanze bebase. Nabazika. Simo taka na imo kasasiro. So that is where we are. I won't go on and on and on about home. Me, my mission today, and the reason why we come here is to reignite your hope, is to keep that hope alive. That's the most important thing to do. I cannot start lecturing you about home. You know what happens home. In fact, every day we come, I'm diaspora, Momukuya, why? Umanye chago de ichezi, ngori waka webase, newo diaspora na kuri chago de ichezi. So you know what's going on at home. The only question that keeps coming is to The only people that can answer that question is not you alone, not us alone, but all of us. The diaspora is very important in all struggles for freedom. Look into history. It's those that live in the diaspora that have been empowered and facilitated, but most importantly, encouraged fearlessly those that are on ground. So, in this generation, we will say that we are familiar with the way about the diaspora. Not the presence of the people ground. So, when the people in single qualified is in, I will go alaka. There is anything I'm so no one will SD, I also miss a student. Zate yali mukusubula na kubera mugaga toto barudi. But here we are. Many of you never thought you'd be here. Many of you are here because your country is messed up. Many of you dream to go back home to a well-governed country. Kubango manyi nibono kwa senti nyingi zitia bono de Kampala in a country that doesn't function. You know how it will go. So me, I just want to encourage us to fight for better. Briefly, what are we about? Breaking it down. One, abana bato. Two, those that have said they are apolitical, they are not involved in politics. Ekimala, now about day on the fence. And most importantly, even our friends that you make here. Let them know what we are about. We are not just angry young people. No, we are not just hateful of Museveni. Our vision is a new Uganda, a better country. You'll find that Uganda has more natural resources, is more naturally endowed than most European countries. But why are Ugandans poor? How come those resources don't benefit us? We've always given you suggestions, including the fact that centers in the revenue authority, 10 trillion every year. We've not touched the classified budget that Museveni and his family uses as a personal, wallet and all that. So we can fix our country. We have a natural, we have a young population that is a human resource that no other country has. We are the second youngest country in the world. So that is hope alone. We have educated people. We are the most enterprising people in the world. We are the most hospitable in the world. They are together internationally, but I think we are the most intelligent in the world. But if we are not only going to maximize it. Why? Because our country does not offer what we deserve. Now we have to rise to the occasion and fix that. We can change it. We can change it. Kenyans, once upon a time, were discussing like us in their diaspora. The Rwandans were once upon a time like us. Even we Ugandans, back in the late 70s and early 80s, Museveni, when he was our age, he would come to you and tell you these things so eloquently, only to betray us. So don't bank it on an individual, and I always say you, not even myself. It should be all of us. In that way, Uganda, our vision is servant leadership, where leaders are only servants and the people are the masters. They can even hold leaders accountable. We want leaders to rise to positions of power at the mercy of the people, not at the mercy of the military or the police. So that leader voting out. That Uganda where everyone is going to be equal with the other. A Uganda that is governed like Canada, because it's possible. Somebody told me, and I agree with him, nti bw'ojjawo abantu abali e Canada n'obateeka e Uganda, n'ojjayo n'abali e Uganda n'obateeka e Canada, you can be sure that in 5 years, Canada ejja kuba emense ng'eringa Uganda, ate Uganda ejja kuba ekyuse ng'eringa Canada. So we the people are the problem. But again, a few people may never get back because you cannot claim that you don't know what should be done. So my call to you, friends, is one, keep thinking and keep thinking hard. Don't be hypocrites. When you are here, learn from here. That's why we go to school. But for me, I consider this like one huge school. Tosobola kubeera nti wammwe govudde mu kyali wammwe gomba n'ogenda e Kampala n'okomawo wammwe mu kyalo ne musigala nga temukyalina toilet. So tosobola kubeera nga gwe wammwe n'ogende ne mu diaspora n'odda e Kampala n'osigala ng'okyalina endowooza y'abo abasajja b'e Kampala. Mukimanyi bulungi nnyo nti Muganda amawanga, and I always say it because it's the simplest way to put it. Ne bw'obeera mugagga otya, ne bw'obeera mwavu otya. Bw'obeera mwavu nnyo, obwavu bwo okoma mu nnyumba ye bw'ofuluma, you are as rich as the richest Canadian. Kuba enguudo zino zonna ziba zizo, amalwaliro gabagago, amasomero gabagago, safety and security tebeerayo. Naye wammwe Uganda ne bw'obeera mugagga otya, obugagga bwo bukoma mu nnyumba ye bw'ofuluma, obeera mwavu ng'omwavu asembayo. Ekiteezo oyinza okubeerawo mu Babulaya n'abadde akyadde bukyazi. N'abadde akyadde bukyazi nga ye loodi naye yetegerera eby'oludda baavu. You cannot tell me there were no rich people's houses that were covered. So nobody is safe. No wonder some of our leaders ran away from Uganda. I was in the 10th parliament with my sister Judith Wali. Nga yasaagala kulira muntu yenna ayogera ku nkyukakyuka. Whatever happened, sijja bigendamu naye kansubire ekyo kijja kuyigiriza ffenna. So what's my call to you, friends? My call to you is to continue uniting, knowing that the problem of Uganda has no tribe, has no religion, has no gender, has no ethnicity. It is all cutting across. So continue uniting. It's encouraging here, like all diaspora channels, diaspora chapters that we've been to, that the word tribalism become a Uganda Museveni Africa. We should unite. When you look at somebody, don't look at the language they speak. Don't look at their second name. Don't look at where they come from. Look at what they stand for. So keep uniting. Keep giving us the image that we want people to identify us with. Keep recruiting other people. Explain to them. So you better join us now so that we don't lose the time. I know there's going to be a time. So you better join the winning team because we are winning. And we're winning very, very soon. So keep uniting, recruit others, bring them on board. Keep the hope alive. Keep our people involved. Njagala basaba ekisemberayo ddala baganda bange is to know that in a badly governed country, oba oli wano, oba oli Uganda, we are going to be affected. We are doing what we can as those that are on ground. But you also have a role. Ebintu byemukola temubizanyisa. To see that now the Speaker of Parliament sanctioned in America and Europe, it is your work. It is your work. To see that Museveni uses taxpayers' money to send the people to Canada to demonstrate on his behalf, that shows your impact. So don't stop. To see that I am alive and I'm here with you speaking to you, that is your work. I would have died in 2018. So like, we did it to save me, let's do it to save the rest. The likes of Obachiro, the likes of Bobi, the likes of Olivia Otaya. if you push Museveni to actually come out, though he didn't say it in his mouth, but to show that protests work, then continue protesting. Temukkiriza abantu banyigiriza nsi yammwe kufuna mirembe, mubabuze emirembe. Buli omuntu musebe nga Museveni afuna pressure. Ndesemanyi buli omuntu pressure yabwetera obulako katono ate nemulikira wakati mubeerezeemu. Obuuli abuuza kuba mulimu bagambe kigozi. So keep going. Don't stop. Put pressure on them. Keep them on their tenterhooks. We shall also continue doing what we can do. Please keep connecting with us and do what we all believe is the right thing in the most moral way. I want to thank you. I want to thank the leadership. I want to thank you for being consistent. It has never happened in the history of Uganda that there are resistance chapters all over the world. We have it now. Museveni ayinza okuba tannaba kugwa naye amaanyi ge yalina si g'alina kati. So tugende mu maaso nga tumunyenya, You don't have to put a date nti agenda kugwa enkya okukosa enjoka luli naye tubeere sure nti agenda kugwa. Ffe tunyenye oyinza okuba omusuubidde kugwa next week ne bagamba waayo wategedde. So let's keep going, friends. Let's keep agitating. Don't stop. Give them pressure. Give them a hard time. When they rob our money, don't allow them to eat it in peace. Give them pressure. Expose them. Post it and tag them and tag the officials that you want to know. Finally, be disciplined. Being angry and being a fighter does not mean being indisciplined. Be disciplined. Choose how to be identified. Don't allow your enemy to identify you. Choose the way you want to be identified. And the way you are identified is the way your comrades are identified. So every time you come out to communicate, put your best foot forward. Be in your best mood. Do your research. Be as disciplined and as decent as possible, but don't be kind. Be very hard and hit our enemies hard. Expose them, give them pressure, give them sleepless night. No matter your companies are for God and our country.